Hello! So yes, the title is true. I am pregnant. Some of you have guessed it, so that is the explanation to my inconsistent uploads lately, which I don't like, but I am struggling. So I'm due late January next year. So today I am 18 plus 5 weeks pregnant. When this video goes up, I will be 19 full weeks pregnant. So right now the baby is the size of a pear, but we'll have a new size whenever this video goes up. We went to our second ultrasound yesterday. In Norway you get 2 ultrasounds, one like 12 to 14 weeks maybe, and then one around like 18 to 20 weeks, something like that. No, I do not know the gender. I know people will wonder. We've decided to not find out the gender. We didn't know the gender with our son, who was born last year, and we're not finding out this time either. And I'll make a video explaining that more. I did that last time, and also this time, you know, that video needs to be slightly updated. This is from our first ultrasound, which is the more, you know, standard ultrasound pictures that you see. This one we had in July. I found out I was pregnant in May. We always wanted kids close in age, and we just kind of waited till it felt right to, you know, try again. We had a son in June last year. I do have quite a rough story from last time I gave birth. Just to summarize, it's super short, like the video is linked down below, but my son got sick a day after birth and we had to get flown to a different hospital. And the day after that I got sick, and luckily his infection was mild and, you know, he got rid of it immediately, but mine was the worst. It was actual hell. I would so much rather give birth again than go through that. It was so painful that I can't even explain it, and I, you know, lost the ability to walk. I had to learn how to walk again. So some people who were around for that and watched my videos about it and watched me like get better and stuff, you might be surprised that I'm just throwing myself into another pregnancy this soon. And I'll make a video specifically about that too, about like why we're doing 2 under 2 and how I feel about being pregnant again and all of that. But I wasn't worried about it before I got pregnant, because I asked, of course, because I knew I wanted another baby. So I did ask, like, is this likely to happen again? If it was kind of like a, yeah, it will happen again, then I don't know that we would have tried to have another biological child. I can't see a world where we would throw ourselves into that willingly, because it was actual hell. And of course, me not being able to do anything meant that my partner had to do everything. We would not go into that again. If it happens, of course we will deal with it, but if we knew for sure that would happen, I don't think we would do this, honestly. But yeah, what I was gonna say from that is that in my last pregnancy, I did feel it, because my infection was in my pelvic joint kind of thing. And I did feel something during my pregnancy in my pelvic joint, but I didn't know. I'd never been pregnant before. I had no idea like what it felt like to be pregnant or what it felt like to have pelvic issues. So I just thought it was another, you know, aches and pains, whatever thing. So I didn't think much of it other than like, okay, this hurts, but okay, I'm pregnant, so it's to be expected. Apparently it was an infection building. I've felt the same thing again in this pregnancy. And of course, my doctor takes this very seriously. So earlier this week I had an MRI scan, and luckily they didn't find anything. There's no infection, there's nothing, you know, going on now, but they did find traces of an earlier infection. So that's what I'm still just feeling, because now obviously that same area is being, you know, put under more pressure, and there's changes in my pelvis and all of that. So yeah, there's no reason to worry. And of course I did cry when I received the news that they found nothing. And also, just so that you know, it was safe for me to have the MRI. Of course they wouldn't have done it if it was dangerous. They said that it's dangerous in the first 3 months of pregnancy. That's when you avoid doing an MRI, and also now they knew what they were looking for. So the scan was only, you know, maybe tops 8 minutes. So it wasn't a really long time, so it's not like the temperature was really high or anything. So it was safe, and conveniently we had our ultrasound the next day, so I got to see that the baby was fine anyway, but I feel the movements. My placenta is in the front, but like kind of on the side, and I feel movements a lot anyway, because last time my placenta was towards my back. So I was kind of like, oh, if it's not towards my back the next time, then I'll be worried that I'm not feeling as much movement. But apparently like second time pregnant people like feel the movements earlier anyway and better. Sometimes, not everyone of course, but I'm definitely one of those because I'm feeling a lot, which is really fun. I love feeling the movements. I feel them every day, and it's just so nice to be feeling like I actually am having a baby. Because I said this last time, did I mention hyperemesis yet? I have hyperemesis. I did last time as well. So I was prepared that I would get it again. My mom had it, so I was kind of like, well, I am doomed. I do find some just comfort in the fact that this is hopefully my last pregnancy if everything goes well. And also now I know that I'm getting a baby out of it. Last time it was really hard to imagine myself having a baby because I'd never had a baby before. But this time I know that I'm getting a baby as a reward for all of this. And also like now it just feels so much more real than it did last time because I really just felt sick. And I didn't feel pregnant, I just felt sick. But this time I'm more like convinced that I'm pregnant. So now after yesterday, I'm just like, oh, I just want the baby now, but it's not until next year. And it's still like summer-ish. It's so far away, but at the same time, it's only like 4 months away. The fun part is that we have multiple birthdays around our due date, like family birthdays. So there's like several people that this baby could end up sharing a birthday with, which I think is super cute. I'm a twin, so I've always shared my birthday with someone, and obviously the person I'm sharing my birthday with is like one of the best people in my life, like one of the most important people to me. People have always asked me, how is it like sharing a birthday? Doesn't that suck? But I think it's super fun. Like I get to share it with my best friend, you know? It's very exciting, the whole like, when are you gonna be born? Like what's gonna be your birthday? When are you gonna be here? When are we gonna get to meet you? Like it's, but I can't think about that too much right now because I'm so impatient, and it's too early to get impatient. I'm not even halfway through the pregnancy, or I mean, who knows what week at the end like the baby actually decides to come. But my son had no rush getting out of there, so I ended up getting, oh my god, what is that thing called? There's a thing that your like the midwife can do with your cervix that kind of like stretches a little bit so that maybe your birth will start, and it did help for me this time. So my son was born the day before his due date, but if I didn't have that, we have no idea when he would be born because I had no signs of like actual signs of labor, but he was a big baby. He was almost 4.5 kilos. So this time that's going to be monitored because the birth was very difficult. I'm kind of where I went through it once. I did it. It was fine, but it was very hard. If I don't have to do that again, that would be great. But we're going to check the baby's growth in maybe like 13, 14 weeks, something like that, just to check that it's not, you know, way above average. Right now it's just on the average like percentile, whatever. Is that what you say for like the size of a fetus? Because it's not, you know, born yet. But that's gonna be monitored because we don't really want to go through like that again. But yeah, so I keep coming back to this because I can't finish a thought, but I do have hyperemesis, yes, which means you're feeling nauseous all the time and you throw up every day, which sucks. But it's even worse when you have a 1-year-old who actually wants, you know, to play and do all of these things, and it's very hard like when I've just eaten or something and he wants to do stuff and I'm just like, I need to like sit or preferably lie down because I'm gonna throw up. So please just leave me alone for a little bit. But he's one, like he does not understand that. And I don't blame him. Why would he understand that I'm pregnant? He's 14 months. That would be a little bit too much to expect. So I'll try and post a reel with like stuff I'm eating to try and just not throw up. Because right now I'm working, I'm on sick leave, so I work half days. So I'm at work for 4 hours each day. It's very hard. Right now I'm on my annual leave and it's been so much better. I haven't thrown up every single day, which is so nice. Imagine if you didn't have to work when you're pregnant, but I don't see the Norwegian government ever thinking that's a good investment. This week I've been like playing outside with my kid every day and I just love it so much, but when I'm at work I can't do that. Like I'm just screwed. But I'm looking forward to next summer because hopefully we can do more stuff. Obviously we'll have a baby, but I just want to do more stuff outside because this summer we've not been outside and the weather has been nice. Last summer we didn't spend time outside because I couldn't walk. This summer I've been in the trenches of freaking hyperemesis, so haven't been able to be outside because I don't want to go outside and just throw up everywhere. It's very uncomfortable to just be walking around feeling like you're gonna throw up and then throwing up and people are watching it, and it's just not very nice. But just to have it said, I feel so incredibly privileged and lucky that I'm pregnant again. I'm just so incredibly lucky, even though my pregnancies are hard. It would be so much harder if I couldn't get pregnant. Now I've made it to, you know, 19 weeks. I mean, things can still happen with this pregnancy. Obviously, I don't feel safe until the baby's out. And in my case, until they've tested their freaking CRP to see that they're not sick, because I did have a sick baby last time and it was one of the worst things I've ever been through. And even in that situation, we were privileged that he wasn't actually, you know, sick. Like he didn't have any lasting illness. He didn't have any like effects from the infection. He just recovered and then, you know, he was healthy. So I'm incredibly lucky, even though I've been through something really difficult. I've been pregnant twice. I've never experienced a miscarriage. I know it feels like I'm just jinxing the hell out of this pregnancy by saying that I'm lucky that, you know, it's gone all right and stuff, but obviously the 12 first weeks are very difficult in a pregnancy. But I have vlogged my first trimester, so I'll post that vlog at some point in a few weeks, hopefully. And then I'm currently vlogging my second trimester, and I've also vlogged a couple of like a day in the life being pregnant with hyperemesis and like dealing with the toddler. I've also vlogged my baby moon. We went on a baby moon kind of thing, like to the same city in Norway that we went to our baby moon in my last pregnancy. We really wanted to just do something like kind of special now that we can, you know, leave our son with my parents, and also we got married. So next week I'll post a video of, well, this is all just hopes and dreams for me. Hopefully I can edit these videos in time. It's me showing off my secondhand wedding outfit. So I'm very excited about it. I was really happy that I managed to find it all secondhand because it's very much just, it aligns with my values, you know? I don't think there's anything more on my list right now, but if there's any specific topics you'd like me to talk about or anything, just let me know and I will make it happen if it's actually relevant. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye. So yes, I have not tidied up anything to make this video, but I just wanted to show like a little bit of a bump shot. I don't have a microphone right now, so I hope you can hear me. My bump is definitely bigger than it was last time, because there's some baby belly left from last time, and also apparently your belly just grows faster when you're, you know, a second time pregnant person, so that's it.